I just heard something that's a bit disturbing. That during the Capitol riots on January 6th, they asked the Pentagon to send troops, to send people. Um, I think it was the National Guard, and it didn't happen. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. Well, turns out Mike Flynn's brother, I think his name is Charlie Flynn, was there, and they said at first he wasn't involved in it, but he was. Okay, but they said he was involved in the decision making with that. So that's really disturbing. Mike Flynn and Charlie Flynn. Now, did they have a discussion on that day? Did they have a discussion prior? What was Charlie Flynn's involvement in this? Did he have any involvement in it, or did he not? So let's look at Charlie Flynn. What did you know? When did you know it? What was your thinking? Were you an active enabler of this, or were you not? So let's see what we get. In the center of it, breakthrough. Okay. Well, they were asking for a breakthrough. They were asking for help, and help didn't come for many hours. It could also mean the breakthrough in the information coming forward that we know, yes, he was involved, okay, in the decision making. Challenges illuminate to get more clarification on what was taking place. Oop, got that one jumping out at me. Going forward, we've got the dream. The dream or the nightmare or the illusion or whatever, however you want to say it, we'll find out when we pull the clarifiers. Okay, so let's see what we have with these. So what do we have in the center of this with the breakthrough? What do we have in the center of this? The breakthrough. Above it, we have Queen of Wands. So I think this has to do with, usually this is my feeling for like Senate, the House, something, investigation going forward, wanting to seek the truth, putting that energy out there that this is something we need to get a handle on. Yeah, the foundation of it was how much cooperation was there. What was going on behind the scenes with them? Okay, the challenge, illuminate, is to get to the truth. Okay, what is the truth of what he was doing behind the scenes? Okay, what was his active role in this? Foundation is death. I'm sure that he wants to put an end to this, that he doesn't want it seen, So are we going to get illuminated? Are we going to find out about it? Okay. Or are they going to find a way to stifle it? So let's see what we have going forward. Dream. Above it is about the things going forward. Now, usually that's my card for the dealings with the Republic Uglies that are dealing with Russia stuff. Okay. Does he have some sort? Now, we know Flynn is all up on the Russia stuff. Okay. So is his brother also involved with some Russia stuff? Yeah, the foundation is that there is a burden with that. So what are his dreams going forward? What is it that he really is looking for and wanting to promote? We know basically his brother, Mike Flynn, is a traitor to the U.S. So is Charles also a traitor? Now, just because you're in the same family doesn't mean you have the same values or the same things. You can be radically different, okay? So we don't want to do guilt by association because he's his brother. You can be vastly different than your other siblings. But what we have here is the chatter, the talk. Okay, were they chattering with each other? Okay, the mountain. So it looks like, you know, we have the chatter in the mountain. This is talking about obstructing, talking about making it more difficult. So I think that looking into this, something's going to come out that's not going to be very beneficial for him, that in some way there was some talk about obstruction, okay? Making it difficult, not getting the troops there in time, okay? So hopefully we do get a breakthrough, that we do get some clarification, some light shed on it, although it's going to be difficult, you know, it's going to be difficult maybe to get it out. The death could also be the challenge, is the death to overturn things. So maybe we're getting more clarification about them trying to put an end to the government as we know it, trying to overthrow it, because the military didn't show up. They didn't send the national troops. They stifled it, okay, for as long as they could, okay. And it looks like some change, something is there that has to do with some sort of a Russia connection. And there's going to be a lot of them that go down. A lot of these Repugly-Uglies that are basically on Russian payroll. Foreign government. Maybe not always Russia, but foreign government payroll. They're doing the bidding of these foreign governments. Why would you want to be a traitor against the U.S. for these foreign governments? Do you think if it gets taken over that you're going to be in a position of power? What do you think you're going to get out of it? And I think we'll do that. We're going to ask this card, what do they think they'll get out of it by being traitors to the U.S.? What do these traitors think they will get out of it? What is their reasoning? Are they really hating the U.S. that much? Okay? Are they really hating the U.S. that much? What the heck are they getting out of it? What would ever cause somebody to have that mentality, to be a traitor to the U.S.? In the center, we have a recognition. These cards are so odd. I haven't seen all the cards in these yet, so they're most of them are new to see. Okay, the challenge is transience. Maybe they're trying to butter their bread on both sides. And going forward is embody. Embody. Okay. So what is it they're embodying? What is it that they are taking on? Are they more in alignment with these foreign governments thinking than they are with the U.S.? We'll have our clarifiers and see, but I think this time I'm going to pull the two Lenormand first and see if we can get a little bit more of a handle on what it is. What is their psychology with this? A snake. Traitor. They are 100% traitors. Poisonous. Yeah, they think they're going to get some sort of an immediate benefit by their poisonous things. Okay? They're going to get some benefit from their poisonous dealings. And it's usually about money. Some sort of a money deal. How can anybody think, you know, well, short-term benefit, you know, I just put out this poisonous stuff and I'm going to get some benefit out of it. Okay? But don't forget, the clover is only for a short term. It's going to come back on you, okay? That's the way karma works. Maybe you think you're going to get above it, like, you know, we got that Nityananda that thinks that there's no karma. He's going to get away with everything. Well, karma exists. If you know karma exists, you're going to go the straight and narrow. You're not going to want this stuff to come back on you later, okay? Okay. So what we have above recognition is they feel they've had some sort of loss in their lives, okay? They feel like they've lost more than they've gained in their lives in some fashion. Underneath of it, yeah, usually this is the person of, you know, they don't have a lot of good self-image and things. Or as Hogarth says, they've got the stinky fish going. Oh my God. Every time I see that card now, all I think of Hogarth saying it's stinky fish. Okay, so they're recognizing some sort of a loss in their life. They're looking for something that's going to benefit them emotionally in some way, shape, or form. Now, I don't know how being a trader can benefit you emotionally, but maybe it's because you think you're getting one over on somebody, okay? But let's see what we have here, the challenge, which is transience. The star. Usually the star is my card for Trump, or maybe it could be that Trumpian type of narcissism of, you know, they want to be. And also the good things are fleeting. They feel like the good things are fleeting, that their dreams, their things are fleeting, transient. So they're going to try to prop themselves up. Okay. Like I said, butter the bread on both sides, which is messy. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't work well. You think you're going to get more, but it winds up being more trouble than it's worth. Okay. Foundation is laying down, retreating. But they put themselves in a vulnerable position that way, because again, if they sit up, they're going to run into swords. Okay, but this transient thing they have going, we see the statue with the tear. So this again has something to do the challenge of their past. And we see the butterflies of transition, but it's a dark butterfly. So they've gone into this morose state, okay? And this, perhaps this thing like this Trumpian thinking, okay? And just say, well, I'm going to get some benefit out of this. I don't care how snaky I need to be. I'm going to get something from it. Okay, so let's see what we have. Embody, what's above it. They think it's a way to move themselves forward out of choppy waters, whether they're getting a kickback monetary-wise or whatever. And so the foundation is that the energy they're going to put into place. It's what they're going to grow to be, to embody this false front. Now that face there, it's a face, but it looks like a mask. Yeah, it's a mask. It's somebody wearing a mask. Okay, so they're embodying this false front, probably trying to say how patriotic they are when really behind the scenes they're being a traitor. Okay, and these vines, these things are overtaking them, and they want to try to convince themselves that they're blameless. You know, we've got the flower coming out of here. So trying to convince themselves that they're not traitors, okay, no matter how much poison they put out, just so they can get this temporary benefit, okay? They are trying to convince themselves of somehow that they're doing something good. Okay. Oh my goodness. So very interesting looking at their psychology behind this, that they face some kind of loss in their lives and they're going to want somebody to pay, you know, so they're going out on this type of a drama that they are putting out there. So it's going to be interesting to see what comes out. We know Flynn's a traitor. We don't know if he's ever going to actually face time. He should face jail time, okay? They should call him back, okay? Military, they should call him back and put him through, strip him of all his medal, strip him of his position as a traitor, take away all his monetary things that you get going. All of that should be taken away, and he should be facing jail time. Jail time. And the last card I get out of this facing is his legacy. Okay? He's broken. He's got a very dark legacy. We've got the dark birds coming out of there. Okay? A broken person with dark things coming out. So we'll have to see. But he's not going to have a good legacy. History is not going to look well on him. They will see him for what he is, a traitor. Okay, so love and light. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you online.